Good evening, I'm Andrea Anderson.
I'm Brian Allen. A small Minnesota town coming together to show how they take care of their own.
Reporter Beth Warden tells us a story of how a DNA match identified and brought home the body of a Pearl Harbor casualty of war 82 years later.
The historic Lake Benton Opera House was standing at the same time that Glenn Sarek, his friends and family called Lake Benton home. Today, the community gathered to bring Mr. Sarek back home and lay him to rest. When Steve Krause received a call from the Navy that his uncle's remains were identified among 400 bodies buried at Pearl Harbor, it took his breath away.
Thought I'd be stronger than I was, but I broke down.
3 family members provided their DNA at the request of the VA about 7 years ago, and then life went on.
And then all of a sudden we find out that he's been identified, and it just went from there. It's been wonderful and crazy and everything else.
Krause was too young to remember his uncle, but heard the stories.
So they weren't not sure if he was even alive for so long, and that was hard on the brothers and sisters and grandpa and grandma.
Knowing how he died has brought comfort. It was a direct blow that took his life quickly.
Amazing how much of his body bones that they have identified.
For those in peril on the sea.
Among those paying their respects today, retired Sergeant Alan Benz, who was stationed in Hawaii years after the attack.
In the Army, we served in a barracks that had bullet holes in the roof from the attack on Pearl Harbor.
He's visited the memorials.
We've been to the Punch Bowl Cemetery in Hawaii, where Glenn was originally buried.
Although decades apart in service, Benz wanted to welcome another veteran back home.
It's a matter of honor when you're in the military.
Great tribute to our military and to Uncle Glenn.
Family members say that they've heard stories of Glenn in the past, but now they know him on a much deeper level. In Lake Benton, Beth Warden, Dakota News Now.